Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to my channel, The Books Bros. I am the original Books Bro. I collect a lot of books, and I want to start today's session by sharing with you guys some useful words when you want to express your hatred towards somebody, and you don't want to just use the word hate. This book here is a book for words for intellectuals. It's Roget's Thesaurus of Words for Intellectuals. Some words that you might want to use if you want to sound sophisticated. And today we are going to review some intellectual words for hatred. All right, so first we're going to start with the verbs. We have abhor and execrate. I've heard abhor before. I think I've heard execrate, to loathe, to subject to scorn and derision. Now the next ones are nouns, and this word animadversion, I've never heard that word before. This is a very new word. A very harsh criticism that suggests disapproval of what is being criticized. That's a new one for me. So animadversion. That's a word you can use if you want to hate somebody. Animus, I've heard that one before. Prejudice, ill will. Aversion, I've heard of that. Extreme dislike, loathing. We're going to turn to the next page. All right, we're still in the nouns. All right, so another word, enmity. I've heard this one before, mutual dislike, and I won't read the entire definition of the word, but you get the point. Misinjury, hatred of men. Of course, there's a lot of that going on with the feminist movement and the hate for the passport bros. Misanthrope, a person of antisocial nature who dislikes other people. Oh, I can think of a lot of people who fit in that category. Misogyny. No, misogyny, which is the hatred of marriage. That's a new word for me. I've heard of misogyny, the hatred of women, but I can relate to the whole misogamy. There's probably a lot of people who out there who are misogynous, who hate marriage. So it's new words you can use. Thank you very much. Rancor, I've heard that one before. Conflict between individuals or groups. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on in the world, especially with all of these sectarian groups. Everybody's got their own little group that they like to attach themselves to, and they hate each other. Rancor. Repugnance, I've heard of that word before, to show strong aversion. Vitriol, I've heard this one before. An attitude of bitterness and hatred. All right, so now let's look at some adjectives of hatred. Contemptuous, I've heard that one before, feeling or expressing disdain or disapproval, deep hatred. And then we've got xenophobic. Again, that's the hatred of or having an irrational fear or hatred of foreigners. I've heard that word before. Now let's look at some antonyms. Antonyms, right? Adulate, to show excessive praise or admiration or flatter or admire severely. Or esteem, to hold high esteem for someone. These are the two antonyms, right? To value highly, to have great respect and regard for, to prize. All right, those are some words that you guys can use for hatred. If you ever get into a conversation where you want to sound smarter, pick up the Roget's Thesaurus of Words for Intellectuals and make yourself sound smarter by using big words. All right? Thank you guys very much for listening to the podcast. I am your host, the Books Brother. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.